Hello, I am your Kingdom Spiritual Transformational and Life Purpose Life Coach and Mentor, Latricia Booker, here with Kingdom Business, where we are empowered. Where we heal, we get delivered, and we get free. We know who we are. We elevate our minds and our spirits and raise and expand our consciousness to ultimately walk in our true divine purpose and power. And that is the truth of who God has created us to be. Kingdom people, we are history makers. We are world changers. We are dream successors. We are wealth generators. We are manifestors. We are curse breakers. And we most definitely are transformers. More than meets the eye. Yeah, Kingdom people, we are. Kingdom people, thank you all so very much for viewing my videos. Thank you for the like, subscribe, shares, for all your comments and feedback. Thank you, Kingdom people, for all of your bookings, for all your financial contributions to my channel, for all of the seeds that you generally sow to me and my ministry. Kingdom people, thank you for all the purchases to my merch store and my Avon store. Kingdom people, thank you for everything you do here on Kingdom Business. Kingdom people, thank you. So, Kingdom people, I am on location, and you already know what I'm here to do. And if you don't know, then now you know. I am here to drop this beat, this word, this message. Yeah. Kingdom people, I am the chain breaker. And you are chain breakers too, Kingdom people. Are y'all ready to break these chains? Let's go. So listen, Linda. Listen, Kingdom people. That just came out, y'all. So, Kingdom people, this is what God brought to my attention today. It was something that He given to me some time ago. But He brought this back to my attention today to speak on. And that is how they want to disturb your peace and your harmony. But it's so that you can think that you need them to have peace. I'm gonna say that again, Kingdom people. They want to disturb your peace and harmony so that you can think you need them to have peace. So, Kingdom people, what am I talking about here? You ever heard of someone creating a problem? Somebody can create a problem. It's like they set up a situation, cause a disturbance, cause some chaos, and it's all designed to get you to cooperate with them so that you won't have to experience that chaos. Let me give you a better picture. So, if you cooperate with them, then things will be peaceful. This is the mindset of a narcissist. But at the same time, when you can get to a point that you don't care because you are emotionally withdrawn, y'all can tell I'm emotionally withdrawn from that kind of stuff. It's a problem. And let me explain. I'm going to do my best to explain this. So, in my own experience, I've had situations where, and I'm gonna speak of a particular situation that stands out the most. A particular relationship where the relationship had gotten very tumultuous. It had become very toxic. And during that time, I was in the midst of growing, evolving, learning, leveling up, if you will. I was learning a lot of things and, seeking God and working to move forward in my life and what God had called me to and what He had purposed for me, whatever that was. And at the time, I didn't fully know that. I knew some things, but I was just in a place where I was just following God. And again, I was learning, I was growing, and I was dealing with someone who, they didn't like that. I'll just say it that way. They didn't want to go in the same direction. They didn't want to walk in the things of God. I'm hearing they literally wanted to walk in the things of the world, which is actually true. That's what happened. And so what happened was, This relationship, as I said, had became very tumultuous. And, there was a lack of peace there towards the end of the relationship, I would say. And what happened was, what I discovered was this person, they would create certain scenarios and situations so that I wouldn't be peace, so I wouldn't have peace, so I wouldn't be comfortable. In other words, they would do things that were not okay. You know how somebody is doing something, but they're doing it on purpose to bother you, to get you upset. And depending on the nature of your relationship, some things are just not okay. However, a person will still do them knowing it's not okay, wanting you to accept it and just go along with it. And the whole idea is for you to go along with what they're doing so that you can have peace. The problem with that, kingdom people, is that if what a person is doing is causing a lack of peace, it's a little insane for someone to think if you go along with what they're doing that you will have peace. However, this is the case. Stay with me, kingdom people. I'm going somewhere. As I said, I'm trying to explain this the best way I can. And so, the thing here is, kingdom people, sometimes, like I said, people would disturb your peace on purpose. They do things to disturb your peace. I just heard an example of neighbors. Some of you are familiar with that. Some of you are familiar with an example with I don't even know what to call them, a mate. Go figure, kingdom people. So here's the thing, I'm gonna use the neighbor first. If you're in a relationship with a neighbor, not in a relationship, that ain't what I meant to say. I'm kind of tripping today, y'all, kingdom people, so just bear with me. I had to get this message out today, but I'm working through a little something on my own, but God was on me to get this message out. So anyhow, if you have a neighbor and they're causing a disturbance to you on purpose, in other words, doing things that are not peaceful, trying to disrupt your peace because you have peace, trying to disrupt your peace because of who you are, kingdom people, because there's something different about you, the way you carry yourself, your lifestyle. You're not into the kind of things that they're into. They notice something different in you. You're anointed, kingdom people. You're kingdom people. And they recognize that the light is in you. God's light is in you. God is with you. And as we already know, them ones tend to not like it. So, they'll disrupt your peace. They'll be noisy. They'll be chaotic. They'll do some things. Banging on walls, banging on floors, banging on ceilings. I done heard it all. And so, it's all designed to disrupt your peace. But the whole idea is for you to feel like you need them to have peace. So, in other words, to give in to them. Whatever it may be. Sometimes people want you to engage them. Sometimes people literally want something from you. And I hate to say it, but they literally want your energy. They want you to engage you. Some people may want to use you for other things, like for financial reasons, or I just heard publicity and clout. That's what I just heard. Hey, maybe, kingdom people. But the point is, they want something from you. They're trying to disturb your peace because they want you to think you need them to have peace. How so, you may ask? Well, kingdom people, in their mind, if you give in to them and give them what they want, which is the whole purpose of them disturbing you, whatever that may be. Sometimes people just want to argue with you. They just want to argue with you, go tick for tack, go toe to toe. They want to, they just want drama with you. But again, in their mind, they think that you feel like you have to give in to them in order for you to have peace. In other words, give them what they want so that they will stop doing what they're doing that's keeping you in their mind from having peace, so that you can have peace. if you give in to their demands. So kingdom people, they want to disturb your peace and your harmony, is what I keep hearing, so that you can think you need them to have peace. Now here's the thing with harmony. Harmony, it means that you're in alignment. Now you already have peace. You already are at peace. Or are you content? They don't like that. And I just heard, because people are not content and they're not at peace. I hate to say it, kingdom people, but these kind of ones are not, especially when you come around, because you display a whole nother level of peace. As I said, you're different. You're anointed. You carry something that they have no clue about. Furthermore, they know that they don't have or possess. Not that they can't, but at the time they don't or didn't. And so here's the thing. They know that. And so they know that it's something that you have that, again, they don't have. So they would try to disrupt your peace so that you would think you have to, again, give into their demands, whatever it is that they're wanting from you to get peace. Harmony means that you're in alignment. People can see that there's a flow to you. That's what it is. There's a flow. You have a flow. You have a natural flow, a natural rhythm. That's because you're in flow with life. You're in flow with God. You're in flow with the things of God. You're in flow with your own self and how God is moving in and through you. And so when that's the case, kingdom people, they want to disrupt that. Again, they don't have that. So they want to disrupt your peace and your harmony in an effort to give you to give in to them. In their minds, you're supposed to think that you giving in to them will cause you to have the peace and harmony. Here it is, kingdom people, that you already have. So what am I saying, kingdom people? You don't really need them to have your peace and harmony. You already have it. However, they want to disrupt it to make you think the only way you can get it back is to give in to them. How so? If somebody is making noise, we still going with neighbors, making noise, boom, 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 boom. They want something from you, whatever that is. Okay, you go, you respond, you engage them, or you, again, give them what they want. You give them your money, you give them your time, you give them your attention. That's supposed to bring you peace and harmony. The peace and harmony that they feel like they want you to think you need them for to have what you already have, that they're trying to disrupt. I know that sounds crazy, but stay with me. Here's the thing, kingdom people. These kind of people are disruptive in nature. So them having certain kind of people in your life in any way, shape, or form is just going to bring you a lack of peace and disharmony. So even if you were to give in to what they want, which I don't suggest you do, and I will hope that you don't do that, you still wouldn't have peace and harmony. It would actually get worse. But they want you to think that in order for you to have peace and harmony, the one that they disrupting or trying to, should I say, they want you to think that you need them to have it. So that's why they try to disrupt it. Okay, now I'm going to go to the relationship side. Let's just say an intimate relationship. You're a marriage. Unfortunately, there are many toxic relationships out here. There are many people who are married. It's very toxic. It's very chaotic. And unfortunately, people do compete with each other. People do play these little games and try to disrupt their mate's peace and harmony. And in a relationship, it can kind of look a little bit like this. Let's just say your mate. I want to say your man is not coming home at night. And I almost don't want to say man, because we always putting stuff on the man, and these women be out here doing foul stuff too. So say your man or your woman goes out, parties all night, or whatever she do, just being disrespectful to the home, to the relationship, to the marriage. Or I'm hearing feel like they don't have to answer to you. If you ask them a question about what's going on, where you been, they have an attitude that they don't have to tell you nothing, which is disrespectful to the relationship, to the marriage. And I literally just heard to God. Unless God is saying, yeah, but sometimes you in marriages that you ain't supposed to be in, but still it should be respected. However, in these kind of situations, that's not what's happening. Okay. So here's the thing here, people. Going back to the narcissist, because this is how narcissists, how they move. They'll do all these things on purpose to disrupt your peace on purpose. They'll do things they know that's not okay. They know that's not right. And I'm literally I just have to share some personal things that I've experienced. I can remember someone ignoring me, just not being very responsive to me, my needs, or the relationship. But they were doing it on purpose. Even going so far to block me at points if I'm like doing or saying something that they don't care to hear or do. And usually, sometimes I was really tripping. But sometimes not. It was legitimate. But this was a person, they weren't interested in resolving nothing. They were interested in taking my peace and my harmony, disrupting it. And their behavior was done that way to cause that very thing, to cause me to lose peace and my peace and my harmony. But in their mind, they wanted me to give in to what they wanted. And what did they want, Kingdom people? For me to go along with what they were doing, to just be there, shut up, go along with it, have no love or respect for myself, and just let them. I just heard it all over me. It all over me. That's what I just heard. That's what they wanted me to do. But in their mind, if I was to do that, Kingdom people, that's supposed to mean that, oh, well, if I go along with them, I'll have peace. I'll have peace. It'll be peaceful if I just give in to what they want. The problem with that, Kingdom people, if you give in to what they want, which means that what they're doing is already causing you to not have peace, because it's not respectful. It's just not a peaceful situation. If you give in to it and go along with what they're doing and just accept what they're offering, you still won't have no peace. But they want you to think, in order for you to get your peace back because of what they're doing, that you need them and you need to cooperate with them to have peace, which you never will as long as you're cooperating with whatever it is they're doing. And that applies in any kind of situation. I just used the example of a neighbor making noise or doing whatever is inappropriate and filled with drama and chaos. And I also use a relationship, because those are just very good examples, but also relatable from what I've learned and understand. And so here's the thing, Kingdom people. This is, again, coming from personal experience. I can remember in a situation that I was in, being very unstable mentally and emotionally. I was okay though. I had some stuff going on I was working through, but I was struggling through some things. But I was adamant. I'm one that's adamant. I push through and I try to look in a situation, see through a situation, and understand what's going on. Let God show me. I ask God too. I ask God a lot. If I'm trying to understand something, I go to God and I ask him, and he will show you. He'll show you. He showed me. And so I'm like, okay, just recognizing what it was and doing what's necessary to work my way out the situation. Because again, it wasn't good. I had my own issues I needed to work through too, as I said, and that wasn't helping. That was only adding to. And see, here's the thing. You know how they say you can't heal in the same place where you were wounded. It's kind of like when you're in a place where it's so tumultuous and all that crazy stuff and there's no peace there, you can't get your peace from staying in the same situation. You have to change something. You have to get out. You have to remove yourself. And so what I found is, Kingdom people, this person contributed to all that I had going on. They contributed to it because of the things they were doing. And they were doing things on a whole nother level that I don't care to get into, but I'll just say this. It has to do with spell work and black magic and all that stuff. They were doing things. They had a relative that was doing things to me. And when I pointed it out to the relative, pointed it out to them at one point, when God was like really showing me what was going on, they defended the relative. And it hit me a certain kind of way. But later down the line, it was revealed to me that's because that they were doing it to me too. And this is the person that I was with. So I'm saying all that to say, they will cause you a lot of chaos and disruption in your life. Try to, have a lot of disruption in your mind. Because remember, the devil attacks our minds. It's our minds that he affects. That's where our lack of peace is at, in our mind. So things were being done to just have me all messed up. And of course, I was acting from that place, not knowing at the time, but getting understanding, getting clarity. The point that I'm getting to, Kingdom people, too, is that once I removed myself from this situation, I had some peace. Yes, I went through some things because I had to heal through some things. I had to go through some hurt, because anytime you separating yourself from someone, and especially in that kind of a situation that you've been tied to for a long time, you're going to feel it. It's like pulling the cord. You're going to feel it. When you cutting the cord, pulling the plug, same thing. You're going to feel it. I just heard it's going to hurt. But you go through that. You go through what you need to go through to get to the other side. But what I noticed, Kingdom people, is that I was much more at peace. I had peace. The only peace that I didn't have, the only time I didn't have peace was when I would be in my head, toiling things over and over in my mind about certain things that at some point I eventually realized I had to let go because it wasn't good. But initially, it's understandable, because that's just part of your grieving process. That's just part of your letting go process. But you don't stay there. You keep it moving. So, Kingdom people, this person still wanted me, was still playing all these little games and mind tricks and all kind of stuff. And of course, like I said, I'm peeping it. But at the same time, I'm working through my own emotions and getting proper understanding as to what's going on and what's happening. And even in all that, Kingdom people, I still felt more peace than I did when I was with the person. So, again, they want to disturb your peace and your harmony so that you can think you need them to have your peace. And so, again, Kingdom people will create dramatic situations and create unpleasant situations for you so that you can think that you need them so things can be peaceful, when in fact they're the ones that's causing the lack of peace in the first place. So again, there's no way for you to get peace with them. The only way for you to get peace is outside of them. Again, they want you to think. Now, I just got to share this because this is something that's on me. And I be sharing these kind of things. I don't necessarily care to go into them, but God keep moving me to do so. So I have to be obedient and do just that. This was a person that did not want to show love. It got to a point they didn't want to show love. They didn't want me to think they loved me. They didn't want me to think they cared about me, which they kind of didn't, because narcissists really can't love. Narcissists don't love themselves. Narcissists, let me put y'all up on something. Narcissists hate themselves. They hate themselves, which is why they hate you, Kingdom people, because you are of God. You are of the light. And so they hate that because they lack that. Because they hate themselves. They hate themselves. So first of all, they can't really love you. But in this case, whatever it was, whatever kind of feelings or affections that it had outside of the little demon narcissist, you know what I'm saying, rummaging through them. The thing is this, Kingdom people, this person wanted me to think they weren't interested. You know how you deal with somebody where you avoiding them, you ain't trying to deal with them, you want them to think that they don't love you. So my thing was, if a person wants you to think they don't love you and they ain't interested in you, what's the point of being here? You know what I'm saying? So that's eventually was the conclusion I came to. I I knew they were playing a game. I knew they were playing a game, but still, the game gets old. The point is, it wasn't peaceful. It wasn't peaceful, but this person felt like I needed to cooperate with the game, and that what this person wanted me to do was chase them. Chase them, feel like I needed them. See, there you go. Feel like wanted me to think I needed them to have peace. But the problem is this. Here it is, kind of people. If you're giving in to someone and their tricks and their games, don't you know they're going to keep on doing it? It don't stop. So what am I saying, kind of people? The same thing that wasn't peaceful in the beginning, going along with it is not going to give you peace. But kind of people, they want you to think that they want to disturb your peace and your harmony so that you can think that you need them to have your peace and your harmony. They want to disturb it so that you think that you need them to have it. I know it sounds twisted because it is. But some of y'all know what I'm talking about. And if you really think about it, you can see this. Proverbs 17:22 says this, kind of people. A cheerful heart is good medicine, but a broken spirit saps a person's strength. Kind of people, we're cheerful people. And if you not, get there. And it says a cheerful heart is good medicine. So, kind of people, we don't want to be sitting around with people that's bringing us chaos and drama, because we like peace. We have peaceful hearts. It's like it is. It don't say like, it says it is good medicine. We like good medicine. So if someone is doing something to disrupt your peace and doing all this, that, and the other, surely they don't have no good medicine for you. They don't have peace for you. So again, kind of people, you don't need them to have that peace. And it says, but a broken spirit saps a person's strength. Kind of people, they was trying to break you down. Kind of people, they trying to break you down, kind of people, so that they can sap your strength. The whole purpose of any person, any demon, any narcissist, any one of them ones that's trying to block you, stop you, just be on crazy with you, it's all designed to sap your strength. To sap your strength. Because they're trying to break your spirit, kingdom people. So they want to sap your strength. So think about this, kingdom people. If they disrupt your peace enough, and you give in to their demand to go along with what they're doing, because in their mind, they want you to think, and if you give in to them, then things will be peaceful. They have just broken your spirit. And when they break your spirit, kingdom people, what are they doing? Sapping your strength. But the trick is to make you think that you need them to have peace, when they're the ones that's disturbing your peace, kingdom people. I'm reminded of someone who stated to me a situation with their mate, with someone that they were dealing with, but I guess they're on the outs. And this is a person who obviously clearly is a narcissist, clearly just goes over and over, does the same thing over and over, or a similar thing over and over and over and over. And this person complains of having their heart broken again over and over and over by the same person who has clearly shown who they are. You know how they say when a person show you who they are, believe them. So this person is steadily doing what they do, and they steadily meeting up with them and getting their heart broken all over again. And you know, it's a thing where kingdom people, kingdom people, when you're going along with that, you're allowing it. So the peace that you lack, or the broken heart that you claim you keep getting, you're responsible for. At some point, you got to stop looking up somebody else, stop looking upside of other people's head, and start looking upside of your own. Because what are you doing? Why do you keep going with someone that you see is going to continuously do the same thing? And on the strict, the people can change. Well, if they ain't changed in all this time, are you going to wait? And if you choose to keep waiting, then your broken heart and your lack of peace is on you, because you're continuing with what they're doing. Now, here's the thing with that. They want to disturb your peace so that you can think you need them to have peace. But if you're going along with them, the very things that they were doing to cause the lack of peace, now you still going along with them, you still ain't getting no peace. Now you heartbroken on top of that. And you don't have no peace. What am I saying, kingdom people? You don't need them to have no peace. They're the problem and they're the cause, not completely, but for where they are involved, they're the reason for a lack of peace. So how do you get your peace back? You start by getting rid of them, I shouldn't say it like that, but separating yourself from anyone and anything that what I want to say, that affects your peace, that doesn't bring you peace. There you go. Anything that doesn't bring you peace, anything that's not peaceful for you, you remove yourself from, you disengage, and you have nothing to do with. Joshua 1:5 says, no one will be able to stand against you as long as you live, for I will be with you as long as I was with Moses. I would not fail you. So, kingdom people, listen. These people, them ones in particular that want to disturb your peace and your harmony, because they want you to think that you need them to have peace and harmony. That's the thing. All that they doing, really, that's against you. Because remember, it's all designed to break your spirit. It's all designed to break your spirit so they can zap your strength. I'm reminded right there of a spider and its web. What does a spider do? Catches its prey in its web. What does a spider do? It bites its prey. When it bites its prey, it puts its poison in its prey, usually a fly or whatever they captured. It puts its venom in its prey to poison it. What did it do just then? It broke its spirit. But then it sucks all their vitality. It poisons it to break it, but then it sucks its life from it. So that means it saps its strength, like Proverbs 17:22 says. But going back to Joshua 1:5, no one will be able to stand against you as long as you live. So when them ones is coming trying to disrupt your peace and trying to make you think that you need them to have peace, the lack of peace that they're causing, the same peace that you have without them, they want you to think you need it with them when they're the problem. Kingdom people, that means they coming against you. They coming against you. They trying to break you. They trying to break your spirit so they can zap your life and your energy from you for themselves. But it says no one will be able to stand against you as long as you live, kingdom people. But you got to notice and you got to stand on this and you got to stop disengaging these people that are not peaceful, that do not bring you peace. And I'm just reminded of, even if they try to play the role like they peaceful, but you know for real what they doing and that they're not. I just heard, pay attention to their energy. Energy never lies. I was just seriously just thinking about this not long ago, of a person that back then, when I was dealing with them, I could see it. They was real chill. But their energy was jacked up, and I always would feel it. But they would try to portray like they just chilling, like it ain't nothing, but their energy was icky. Pay attention to energy. Energy don't lie. A person can open their mouth and say all manners of whatever they think you want to hear, but their energy tell it all, and you can't fake energy. Anyhow, finishing on with Joshua 1:5. For I will be with you as long as I was with Moses. I will not fail you. So as long as you live, they can't come against you. They can't. There's nothing they can do. God is with you, just like he was with Moses. And he said he will not fail you. So what does that mean, kingdom people? As long as God is with you, and he said he will be with you as long as you live, them ones coming against you trying to take your peace, they can't take your peace. But you have to do your part, kingdom people, and not let them think they are in control of whether you have peace or not. So, kingdom people, you have to let these people go. If that's pretty much what I'm getting to. If you are still dealing with somebody who doesn't bring you peace. You don't need them to have peace. They're causing you a lack of peace. They are disrupting your peace. Kingdom people, if they're disrupting your peace, surely they can't bring you peace. Surely you don't need them to have peace when they're causing you a lack of peace. Kingdom people, I'm hoping that I've done my due diligence here, because I really am trying to articulate this and explain this in the best way where you can understand it. So kingdom people, one more time, they want to disturb your peace and harmony, but they want to do that so that you can think you need them to have peace, which you don't. Okay? Okay. So kingdom people, I am going to let that rest right there. If you like this video and or if it resonates with you, please just go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Then click on that red subscribe button and subscribe to my channel if you have not already done so. Thank you. Then click on that bell right next to that red subscribe button so that you can receive a notification every time I upload a new video. Something like this one, kingdom people. Also, if you are interested in any of the services that I presently offer, if you are interested in sowing a seed into me and my ministry and supporting the channel, if you are interested in purchasing from my merch store or my Avon store, you can find all the information right down below in the description box. Also, connect with me on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. All that information is down below in the description box as well. Check out my YouTube membership by clicking on that join button right down below. And so, yeah, kingdom people, you can also receive a 20% off at the merch store if you use LBKB20. LBKB20 for 20% off at my merch store. And so, kingdom people, I think that's all our official business for today. Therefore, kingdom people, we are history makers, we are world changers, we are dream successors, we are wealth generators, we are manifestors, we are curse breakers, and we most definitely are transformers, more than meets the eye. Yeah, kingdom people, we are. Kingdom people, thank you all so much for viewing my videos. Thank you for being here with me. I love you all so much. I really appreciate you all for being here with me, spending this time with me. Y'all know I don't want to leave you, but I do have to go right now. But I will be back to hold my kingdom people down. So kingdom people, with that being said, much love, light, and peace, and many blessings to you all. But kingdom people, above all else, let the Holy Spirit lead you in all things at all times. Kingdom people, that is my time. Jesus girl is out. Peace.